I'm Mallory, the Sales Development Representative at Oki. Before joining Oki, I worked at various hotels at the front of the house. With about 8 years of experience, I'll be telling you guys the difference between good and bad upselling today. In the minds of many, upselling is perceived as something negative, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. In fact, it can help your customers to become more happy. Upselling has become an important role in every hotel sales and marketing strategy, and it's an easy and effective way to boost your revenue. However, there's a delicate difference between offering your guests helpful suggestions or becoming an annoyance. Every hotel should really strive to give their guests the most enjoyable and comfortable experience possible. The last thing you would want is your front desk agent to overly push and sell extras the guests might not even want. On the other hand, there often are guests that are extremely appreciative of a staff member that is willing to go the extra mile to offer a room upgrade or an ancillary service, which they probably wouldn't have thought about on their own. If done correctly, upselling can truly help you build a deeper connection with your guests. Keep in mind, whatever you do, it's not about selling. It's about providing a service. And always think, how can I improve my guest experience? Most importantly is to know your customer. Your front desk staff should take the time to know your customers, especially the loyal ones. In order to do so, you should train your staff to ask specific questions in order for them to know their preferences better and to do the upselling accordingly. I'll be now giving you guys some examples of some situations where upselling can be great. Just imagine a young couple checking in at your property, and at front desk, the agent asks them if they would like to make a dinner reservation for your restaurant. With the room rate, you qualify for a 25% discount at our restaurant. Most likely, the young couple would jump at the opportunity. So this is not only a win for the guest on saving money, but also for you as a hotel because you get a dinner reservation, and probably the guest wouldn't have gone to the restaurant without knowing this. Another example, just imagine a family of 4, 2 adults and 2 children checks in at your hotel. They've booked a room with 2 double beds. If the room availability allows it, your front desk agent could potentially try to upsell and sell another room. This way, the hotel can sell an additional room and get more revenue. A key factor in this specific situation is in promoting the privacy of the parents while still being next to their children. With the last example I'm giving you guys, I really want you to keep in mind that it's extremely important to know the specific needs of your guest. A solo business traveler, for example, is more interested in an express laundry service than a champagne bottle at their room when they go upstairs. A business traveler probably doesn't even have the time to enjoy all your great facilities you have available at the hotel. So instead, when you're upselling to him, try to sell based on the attributes targeted to their needs. So for example, try selling a room with a view to the courtyard, or maybe far away from the elevator. And if a room upgrade is not the right thing, try selling an early bird breakfast. That might help. Here were some great examples, but now let's have a look at a situation how you should not do it.
Hi, checking in?
Hi, welcome to Hotel Goldfish. Do you also have a passport for me, sir?
I come here every week. Do I really need to give it?
Okay, never mind. I see you have your reservation here for 2 nights on file, a standard room. Would you maybe like to have a bottle of champagne on your room?
No.
Okay, good. Then, here, sir, I have your room for you on the 4th floor. Enjoy your stay with us.
Thank you.
Here in this video, you guys saw a lot of things went wrong. The body language wasn't nice. The tone of voice wasn't nice. And, to be honest, I don't think it was the right deal for that customer. Here are a list of tips you should keep in mind when you're doing upselling accordingly. Read the body language. Is the guest in a hurry? Is the guest calm? Is the guest excited? Or is the guest even frustrated today? Read the situation, but also the reservation clearly. How many nights is the guest staying for? Is it a business travel? Is it a leisure travel? Also important to keep in mind before you do the upsell, what are you even able to sell that day, in order to avoid irritations on the customer side. Also, do not try to push the upsell, but give the guests some time and some room to think about it to avoid frustrations on the customer side. Try and be as enthusiastic as possible. You really need to believe in it when you're trying to sell. Try to have as much compassion and always understand your guest. And last but not least, depending on the situation, it's always nice to give the guest the feeling that their choice was the right choice. So maybe agree with them. Or you can use sentences like, "The room you chose is beautiful," or "That 3-course meal you ordered is really delicious." With all this information I've given you on good and bad upselling, maybe you should now take some time for yourself and have a closer look on how you guys are doing upselling. Get another colleague of yours and maybe try it out. Just test it. Give each other some feedback on what you would improve or what you would leave out.